Get in there, my son. Manchester United have beaten Brighton 4-2. I'm really pleased with that for Manchester United. I mean, a few weeks ago, who would have thought Manchester United would be beating a quality side like Brighton by 4-2? Now, there are some positives and obviously negatives from this game, but way more positives to say than negatives from this game. I mean, he's gone for a pretty similar lineup to what he did the previous game. Obviously, Mount, slight injury, Maguire out injured. And it seems now that he's getting some consistency more in his starting lineups. Now, before he was chopping and changing the back three quite often. The wing backs were changing a lot as well. And getting some consistency there, I think, is massively helping Ruben Amorim to turn this ship around for Manchester United. And we've now won 3 games on the bounce, and 2 of them have been against top quality opposition. And even Sunderland have been playing very well. So all 3 of these games could have been bad results for Manchester United, and we've won all 3. So you can't argue with that. And we've scored 4 goals, which we haven't done for a fucking long time. I think it's Everton. It was the last time in Ruben Amorim's first game for Manchester United in the Premier League anyway. And yeah, pleased. Cunha getting his first goal, a well-taken goal from him. I was a bit sceptical whether Manchester United should sign him in the summer when Manchester United needed that midfielder, which I thought, and signing 2 number 10s, I wasn't sure if that was needed with the amount of number 10s Manchester United have got. But if he puts in performances like he has done against Liverpool and today, then I'm really happy with that. Obviously, Casemiro getting a goal as well in that first half for Manchester United. He seems to be the preferred option now alongside Bruno Fernandes in that midfield too there. So nice to see. And Manchester United were fairly comfortable with that 2-0 lead. Obviously, second half, we've got the 3rd goal, which I thought put the game to bed. Oh, you would have thought that. I mean, in the Erik ten Hag era, you would have thought, oh, hang on a minute, this could be a bit hairy. But I thought game over for Manchester United, 3-0 up. In Burmo, that has got to be that for Manchester United. But when Danny Welbeck scored that free kick, it had to be that wanker that went to Arsenal for Manchester United. He scored to make it 3-1, and I was a bit worried then because there's only 2 goals in it, so it's still a bit hairy. And when they got that goal from the corner late on, I was shitting myself with the amount of injury time there was that were Manchester United going to throw it away. But Mbeumo getting that 4th goal, fantastic for Manchester United. 2 goals from him this evening. He's already starting to prove his worth for Manchester United and be Manchester United's main goal threat. He was a player that I really wanted Manchester United to sign. Out of the last 2 or 3 years from the signings that Manchester United have made, he has probably been the one that I've been most excited for Manchester United signing, because we saw what he'd done at Brentford, scored 20 league goals last season for a mid-table Brentford side, which was fantastic goal return from him for a wide man, and he's proven his worth for Manchester United. That's 2 weeks running he's helped Manchester United win the game, and he's going to be an integral part of Manchester United's squad for this season if Manchester United are to get up in them European spaces. So absolutely delighted Manchester United have held on to get the victory. Obviously, the disappointment for Manchester United here is the fact that we let a 3-goal lead slip to 3-2, which is a bit concerning for Manchester United. We don't want to be doing that again, because you know how quality these Premier League sides are, and we know how quality Brighton are, and teams can hurt you. I know he did make a number of substitutions in that second half, bringing on the likes of Aiden Heaven and Josh Zirkzee, and Main, who haven't played a lot of football recently, which maybe disrupted the game slightly. Brighton were coming on to Manchester United, and you could see the goals coming from Brighton's perspective when they were grinding into the game. When it went 3-1, sorry, you could see Brighton coming on to Manchester United to try and get back in the game. And obviously they've got to throw everything out the game to try and get back in it at 3-1. They've got nothing really to lose, so maybe it's a bit of that as well. But obviously these players need to get game time. Aiden Heaven hasn't had a lot of game time, and he probably thought that at 3-0 up it was comfortable enough, but just a bit cagey there for Manchester United. But overall, really pleased with that. I mean, that is a fantastic win. 3 absolute fantastic wins in a row for Manchester United. First beating a difficult Sunderland side that are revitalised since coming up to the Premier League, and they've been fantastic, and beat Chelsea away at Stamford Bridge today, then beating Liverpool, who haven't beat for donkey's years, away at Anfield, and then beating Brighton, who we never fucking beat at home. So absolutely fantastic for Manchester United. Let's hope we can continue this form moving forward. We've got Forest up next, which is going to be a tricky game under Sean Dyche. They're going to be revitalised. They beat Porto midweek, so they're going to be up on a high. We'll have to see how that goes. It's not the team it was a few weeks ago. Anyway, great win for Manchester United. Let's kick on with this. Let's try and battle for them European spaces this season. Come on, United.